Bam! Hello everyone and welcome to yet another, hold on, I got the mic, VA All Da Wayy tour. I'm your host, Denny in Virginia, and we are here in the PEAKe of Excellence in Chesapeake, Virginia, currently at Oak Grove Lake Park here in Chesapeake. And I'm excited because I haven't done a VA All Da Wayy tour in a little bit, and so I'm excited to show you guys this one. This will not be super long. This is my favorite park in Chesapeake. I'll have to do a Denny deep dive of it before, for the first time, let's... Welcome to Oak Grove Lake Park in Chesapeake, Virginia. I'm your host, Denny in Virginia, and we're going to awkwardly record what we can because this is a very popular park because it's my favorite park here, and it's a lot of other people's favorite park in the PEAKe of Excellence. So let's begin, shall we? Oak Grove Lake Park in Chesapeake, Virginia, 409 Byron Street. So as you can see, there's not too much parking, but fortunately you can park over there if need be or along the sides, and just walk across the street and walk into here. So let's look at my feet. So yeah, super popular park. I'm not going to film too much here, but just know that you walk into the park right here, and yeah, that is it. I'll try to show you guys the actual entrance part, but I can already see that this park is on and popping right now, so I don't know how much we can record today, but we're gonna record something. Okay, so here's the entrance way to get in there. So I'm gonna show you guys. This is the main way. There's only one way. No, actually, I heard there's two ways to get in here, but this is the main way that I come in. This is the main entrance to Oak Grove Lake Park, but there's some back end way as well. Yep, here it is. Like I said, super popular time right now, so I can't film too much, but I hope you guys like the view here. It is a gorgeous day here in the PEAKe of Excellence. It is very beautiful, and the trees are super green. I thought I would see a lot more transitioning of the trees, but I'm actually not seeing. It's just very, very green actually. So let me show you guys. Very green, very nice, very beautiful, but very green right now. But I think we are starting to enter the transition period. We're solidly in fall now, but like I said, very much so pretty greens. So if you're a spring person and you like more green rather than the fall colors, still a good time for you guys to come out here and enjoy this. Okay, so when you first enter Oak Grove Lake Park, there is a little children's park, and there's also one big shelter. There's not too many shelters here. There's a couple really, really small ones, but the biggest one is at the front. But you get the most gorgeous view of the lake itself. So I'm going to show you guys that view. I'm not going to show you guys the park because, I don't film children, because why? But I'm going to show you guys the gorgeous view that you get when you first walk in to Oak Grove Lake Park. Also, perfect picturesque photo scene right here. If you want a good photo op here at Oak Grove Lake Park, you would come right here. No swimming, no wading, no boating, so don't do any of that stuff, but you can come view, which is nice. But yeah, very, very, very pretty. Look how pretty. There's a bunch of little fish. I don't think I can capture it on my camera, but I can see there's a bunch of little fish in the water right now. But isn't that gorgeous? Now, I'm not going to show you guys too much of this park because, like I said, it's very, very, very busy. I don't like filming too many people when they're just trying to enjoy their lives. But I just wanted you guys to see this wonderful, gorgeous view. And I'm going to give you a couple more little snapshots of the park. It's 1.5 miles, super easy, beginner friendly. My favorite park in the PEAKe of Excellence. So let's try to keep this under 15 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little snippet of what the trail is like because, like I said, it's on and popping today because it is an absolutely gorgeous day, so I understand why everybody is exercising, but let me show you guys a little bit about the, beginning of the 1.5 mile circuit. So throughout the entirety of the walk, there's going to be these random exercise stations. So you can do whatever exercise it tells you to do. You can do whatever you want to do. But you get these wonderful, beautiful views. And you also get these little exercise stations throughout the entirety of the 1.5 loop. Very simple. A lot of those little individual shelters along the way. But it is unpaved, as you can see. So it's rough terrain, so if you need something that is smooth and more accessible, this is not the best park for you. But if you don't want to feel like you're hiking a very long time, or if you don't want something too rough, this is still pretty good. You just have to be careful about the tree roots because they do pop up now and then. And also be aware that there is wildlife here. So you could find snakes, you could find all sorts of random wildlife here because it is, you know, a park. So animals live here too. So just be vigilant. But I've never seen anything crazy. I think I've seen a snake like once. So I'm going to try to be quiet and let you guys just enjoy about 30 seconds of just walking. In 3, 2, 1, let's walk. Let me give you guys a look at one of the fishing piers. So throughout the whole loop, there's a lot of these fishing piers out here, or lookout piers if you don't want to fish, you just want to look out. But as you can see, positively gorgeous, like beautiful, like look at this view. No swimming, no wading, but look at this view. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so I can't film this section. I want to, but I cannot. But there's like this little special wide open area. And there's also this little like bump that goes up, but there are people there right now, so I can't show you guys. So maybe next time. But if you are here, there's kind of this like halfway checkpoint. That's another like, when, you know how when we came in first, there's like this wide open, beautiful view of the lake. There's another one of those openings, as well as just like this little bump, like out of nowhere, where there's just one little shelter thingy that you sit up there, and it's just like, why is this here? I don't know. But you can just go on the bump, and you can have your little special VIP lounge area, and that's at about the halfway mark, the 0.75 mile marker. So if you're ever here, make sure you hit that little bump and check out the VIP section. So here's another cute little bench that has this beautiful outlook. We're like just shy of past the 0.75 mile marker, so we're a little, just like a little bit past halfway through. This dude lets you know you're just past halfway. And so we started off over there on that side, and so now we're about halfway through. And you get to see this dude. I took a pretty picture of this, but don't go near it, don't touch it, just stay away from it, okay? You're allowed to go near the exercise equipment, but stay away from this thing. So there's something that I actually want to investigate here that I will show you guys as we get closer. We're almost there. Hopefully I have enough space on my phone to be able to record it and still edit, but I'm running out of space and time. But this is not what I wanted to show you, but I wanted to remind you guys that there are in fact these random exercise stations where you can do whatever exercise stuff that you like to do in public at the parks. And also these wonderful fishing and / lookout piers. A lot of people are fishing today because as you can see, it is an absolutely gorgeous day. So the views that you get from these fishing piers, wonderful, beautiful, fantastic, love it. And this is what I wanted to investigate. So before, there was a statue here of a fish surrounded by rocks, right? This spot right here. I know this because I've been here several times, and it always let me know that I'm a little bit more than halfway through. But now the fish is gone. Where did the fish go? Now it's just, there's nothing. There's nothing to look forward to. There's no like, hey, you're halfway there, you made it. Yeah, all right, keep going. That was my motivational fish. And now it's just dirt. It's gone. How am I going to stay motivated to keep going? The highway noise isn't going to motivate me to keep going. Where's the fish? Where's the fish? Where's the fish? Look how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. there's a lot of bugs and flying things about the flowers here right now. And this is not even like the peak time when it comes to like flowers to be here, but I just so happen it's the month of October right now. It's early in October and it's still just so pretty. Even though like this stuff is dead, it still just looks gorgeous. And then you have all these flowers and it's so cute. These little purple ones are my favorite. Look it up. There it is. Super cute. Okay, so I just want you guys to know this is a 1.5 mile circuit. So it's just one big old circle around the lake that is just 1.5 miles. Very beginner friendly, super easy. If you're just starting to get into walking again, if you're just starting to get into wanting to be outside more, very good starter park for you guys. And I want you to know that they tell you where you are along the way. So let me show you guys. So they have these little markers here just letting you know where you are. 1.25 miles. I'm almost done. I only have 0.25, a quarter of a mile to go, and I will have completed rather the entirety of the circuit. So very easy, very beginner friendly. Trust and believe. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so we've pretty much reached the final stretch of the 1.5 miles. I just wanted you guys to know that you know you're nearing the end when you see a bunch of these trees that kind of go like this. They all grow like weirdly from the center, then branch out. So when you see a bunch of those, you're near the end. And so I'm not going to film there because obviously that's where everybody enters and exits. So I just wanted to film a place where it's a bit more quiet because that's like the central hub spot. But like here's one final beautiful view of Oak Grove Lake Park from the last fishing area. So I'm gonna give you guys a little 180 in 3, 2, 1, 80. Alrighty, that is it. That's all I have for this VA All Da Wayy tour for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it wasn't too boring, too miserable, it's none of those things. I'm sure you had a good time if you made it all the way to the end. I'm sure you appreciate how absolutely gorgeous this park is and you understand a little bit of why it's my favorite park here in the PEAKe of Excellence. So if you're ever visiting Chesapeake, or if you live in Chesapeake and you have never been to Oak Grove Lake Park, please put it on your list of things to do and don't wait to do it. It's always here, but like we're not guaranteed tomorrow, guys. So please just be content with where you live, be content with what you have. And what we have is this absolutely gorgeous park, and so I'm taking advantage of it, and I pray that you guys also take advantage of living in the great state of VA. That's all I have for this episode of VA All Da Wayy. I hope you guys enjoyed this tour, and I will see you guys next time. Denny out. Thank you so much for watching this episode of VA All Da Wayy. I hope you enjoyed this tour of Oak Grove Lake Park. If you would like to see more adventures like this, please check out the description for more information. If you would like to see and sponsor more adventures like this and support the Virginia Adventures monetarily, you can check out my Buy Me a Coffee at buymeacoffee.com/DennyandVirginia. You guys are really necessary in keeping the adventures going. I cannot do this by myself, guys, so I need all the help that I can get. So make sure that you check out the description. If you would like to sponsor a Denny and Virginia adventure such as this, make sure you check out our sponsorship packages in the description below. And don't forget, it is a beautiful day here in VA. So have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day.